Bleach. All of us have either done it or wanted to do it at various times, and I have had so many questions about it. Some of us have even burnt our faces in the beginning. All of us, I think that's an initiation into skincare, isn't it? Or wanting more than moisturizer and sunscreen. The first procedure we end up doing it on our skin is a bleach. So here are a few questions that I think I'm going to answer, and whatever is more, as usual, please send them, keep shooting, and I will answer. So firstly, what is a bleach? Bleach is nothing but a peroxide, a hydrogen peroxide in various concentrations. It could be smaller concentrations like 2 to 3, which is used as a 2 to 3%, which can be used as a repeated use creams. You could also use it somewhere between 10 to 12%, which is usually available in the commercially packed bleaches that you get. Stronger bleaches and lighter bleaches are also used by dentists. Yes, similar things are used by dentists to bleach your teeth as well. Basically, and much stronger is used to also bleach your floors. Yes. So basically, bleach is hydrogen peroxide, which just takes away the black color or the dark color on any surface by oxidizing it. Yeah. Now, how does this work on the skin, or what are the important things that you need to really think of? One, warning is if you have a sensitive skin, red skin, chapped skin, skin where the barrier is not intact, if you have eczema, if you have skin conditions such as psoriasis, be very careful, and bleach may not be a thing for you right now until you repair the barrier. So the first prep you need to do before you do the bleach on your face, one, buy a reputed company. Just don't buy things without labels. Make sure you buy a company which is kind of stands by its claim. So buy something which is popular, buy something which is reputed. Two, moisturize your face really well to pep up that barrier. If there are some small little patches which are dry, which most of our faces have, so though my skin may not be otherwise damaged, there could be these special places and occasions which might have damaged the barrier of your skin. So please take note of all of those, yeah. Then apply moisturizer liberally, wait for about half an hour, wash the face off with maybe cold water or slightly warm water, then apply your bleach. If your skin is very sensitive, very dry, then I advise you to apply moisturizer overnight. Keep it there, pep your skin, repair the skin, morning wash it off, reapply your moisturizer, avoid any harsh ingredients that day on your face, no anti-acne medicines, no jumping into the pool which itself has a bleach and which will in turn irritate your skin, all of that. That night you can end up applying the bleach. Skin is still sensitive, apply a thin layer of moisturizer and apply the bleach on top. What's the worst that can happen? You may not fully bleach, right? That's okay, you can repeat it. But if the bleach actually burns your face and irritates it, you can end up getting redness, irritation, burning, and a long-term side effect of pigmentation. So you have to be really careful there. Why night? Because once you apply it at night, the bleach, you remove it, you put your moisturizer, that whole night your skin is healing and repairing and recovering, right? You don't go out straight into the sun and the pollution and the wind and the dust and all of that. So apply it at night. Now, who can apply it? Anyone can apply it. Girls, boys, young, old, anyone can apply it. That's perfectly alright. If you're very young, please ask your doctor or your mom before you really apply it. Be careful about that. Post the peel, how do you prepare the bleach? So you usually get a box of peroxide, which is usually a powder format, and then you get a cream, which is just something which will not just activate it, which will also kind of douse the irritation of the bleach in that. So you mix it if you're doing it for the very first time. Don't do the whole box and the whole thing. Make sure very little is mixed. Check it on the back of your hand, check it on the back of the neck. These are good areas for you to just check how it really reacts on your face. Then evenly apply it all over your face. A lot of us have this habit where somebody's told you don't apply it near the eye, oh my god, it's going to burn, don't apply it near the mouth, and you end up leaving this much. And as an Indian and as a brown skinned person, these are your darkest areas, right? Imagine this will bleach, become much more kind of cleaner and even toned and brighter, while this darkness in contrast will look more dark. So it's all right to apply the bleach under the eye, but make sure you apply a thin layer of moisturizer or under eye cream, and then you end up applying the bleach on top of it. That's how you will end up doing the bleach. If it burns, you can take away the bleach also area wise. If somewhere here is burning, under eye is burning, just take that away. or collar the mouth but you take it away first, the rest can just sit for some more time. Never forget to bleach your neck as well. That's another important thing that we forget to bleach. You bleach till your décolletage or till your collarbones, so the entire exposed area is also bleached. You can end up bleaching your body, hands, legs, all exposed areas if you want to get end up bleaching. So that can be done. Now why do most people bleach? Either because they just want to look instantly a little more brighter, their dead cell with the clumped melanin on top, which makes your skin look a little more darker and duller, is bleached by the bleach. So it just makes you instantly feel very happy. That's why you bleach. Or the pigmentation which is patchy, you end up using bleach for that. So these are the things that you end up doing. Now what is the post-bleach precaution that you need to take? One, of course, moisturizer, because bleach will dry your skin. So make sure you put a moisturizer after that. Don't use a scrub for a few days. Don't use an exfoliator for a few days before and after the bleach. So this is super important. If you have acne, can you bleach? You can. If there is no open wounds there which is really irritating your skin, you can bleach. You should also know that bleach itself is an antibacterial. It can actually, it's a bacteriostatic. It can actually stop the growth of your bacteria, stop the multiplication of your bacteria. So it may actually be beneficial for you. But please be very careful that you haven't pinched your acne the previous evening, there's no open wound there. So that needs to be really taken care of. So that's it. So enjoy doing that and avoid the sun after that for next 2-3 days. Avoid getting into the swimming pool next 2-3 days. Make sure that you can take internal oral sunscreen such as lighten, defense along with it. You could even take a hydrate to keep the skin hydrated. So how do you bleach at your doctor's office? Use the same bleach, you might end up using it, but that's not what you want to go to your doctor for, right? So at your doctor's office, there are specialized machines such as Q-switched Nd:YAG laser, a nanosecond laser and a picosecond laser are the two variations in the same thing. So you would go to your doctor's office, they could either use a peel and then they could also use a laser. Both of these would bleach your skin to an extent. So it will bleach the skin. The peels can bleach your skin and make it lighter depending on the kind of peel that you will end up choosing. Mostly these would be antioxidant peels such as maybe vitamin C, ferulic acid, any of these. And then you could end up doing the laser, which is a Q-switched Nd:YAG laser, wherein the laser is shot on your face and that bleaches the skin from the top, and depending on the spot size that she ends up taking, it goes deeper and also bleaches your pigment deep underneath. Depending on the wavelength that is chosen, we could also bleach away permanently things like your very epidermal lesions, which means like a freckle, for example, which is sitting right on top, can just go in one sitting. So these are things that we can, and that age spot that you call it, some of them can also just go in one sitting. So that is a laser bleaching that you do at your doctor's office. Using an IPL can also lead to some sort of a bleaching, but you need to be very careful with an IPL because the machine also produces heat and it is a large probe. So skin burns and complications a lot more with an IPL when you try to bleach the skin rather than with a laser. Now the other lasers which can lead to skin lightening are also something called as a CO2 laser. So there is a CO2, because Indian skin is brown, using a CO2 may lead to a lot of heat accumulation in that area. And CO2 laser usually takes away a little bit of chunks of your skin. So we call it an ablative laser, unlike the Q-switch that I was just explaining to you about, which is non-ablative, which means it doesn't take away chunks of your skin. It just works more on a chromophore, while a Q-switch works on, while a CO2 works on a water and it is more ablative. So it kind of actually shrinks your collagen and lightens your skin by taking away the pigmentation. So that's another form of bleaching which is a little more serious if you want to do that. But most lasers can also take multiple sittings, be ready for it, and there could be some pigmentation which would never go away, and some pigmentation when not done right may also worsen. So be very careful when you look at laser for pigmentation and for bleaching. Have to go to an expert, and more importantly, the cause of your pigmentation has to be diagnosed first rather than just running a machine on it. So that is again very important. So if your lesions are active, even the simplest of the laser can actually make it worse for you. Yeah? So these are things that you need to look at, and that's called as laser bleaching at your doctor's office. Any more questions? As usual, keep them flowing. which you can do on your own. Just listen to Bleaching.